welcome to my channel, Among Stouts. If you're new here, my name is Samantha. I'm a homeschooling stay-at-home mom of 4 kiddos. And in today's video, I wanted to bring you guys our 12-week update as well as our November goals. So we are actually in the 12th week of our homeschool, but we aren't homeschooling. My kids are actually out of town with their grandparents for the week. So I'll talk a little bit about what they're doing while they're there and how that is like playing into our November goals. So if you guys enjoy these kinds of videos, please hit the like button and let's go ahead and get right into it. So I've talked just a little bit. October and November have been very busy and we've had different things going on, lots of things going on in life right now. A big move, and then just some other things that I haven't yet talked to you guys about. And I've mentioned in another video that you guys haven't seen yet. But I filmed it before today, but you guys will see it I think next week. Yeah, so there's just been a lot of things going on and I haven't really talked to you guys about it. And like I mentioned in that video, which is the past for me, but you guys haven't seen it yet, I'm not sure that I'm going to share. It's something that I'm just kind of praying about, but these last 12 weeks have been really different for us in our homeschool. So we took some time off. We took about 2 weeks off in October. And then again, this is our 12th week and my kids are on another break. So when we started up our second set of 6 weeks, so we did weeks 1 through 6, took a break, and then week 7 through 12. And like I mentioned, this is week 12 for us. We actually had a bit of a break of not doing schoolwork in weeks 9, in weeks 9 and 10. So for those 2 weeks, my kids still went to CC at the end of those weeks on Fridays. They still did their CC memory work, and then we just did 2 subjects per day. So we cut out our morning time, and my kids were doing they were doing math every day, and then I was just switching out what they were doing along with their math. So they would either do their poetry studies / novel studies, their language arts curriculum or something like that, but they were only doing 2 subjects a day rather than their full schedule. And that was just something that we needed to do as a family. And then once those 2 weeks were over and I was kind of back to myself and getting back into the routine of things, then we had to start packing. So we kind of kept up with the no morning routine and two or three subjects a day with our CC memory work. So these 12 weeks have definitely been a lot of life schooling for us and experiences and doing things like that. So, you know, when our kids are adults, they're going to be making their own moves and, you know, being able to teach them, our methods of moving and packing and having them along for that, and also just preparing our house to be sold and, you know, taking care of anything that came up that we had to take care of as far as like our the home inspection that was done. If our sellers wanted anything to be taken care of, my son was able to learn how to power wash with my husband. Me and the girls did a lot of other different things around the house as well. And so that is kind of what schooling has looked for us in these 12 weeks, in weeks 6 through 12. A couple of subjects every day, and then lots of life schooling, lots of reading. My kids have still been reading. We are still doing some read alouds. That's like probably the only thing that we've been keeping up with in our morning, our read alouds. We're just not doing it in the morning. And then the other thing that I really wanted to talk to you guys about is in week 7 through 12, I believe it was week 9, my kids had a handmade market that they participated in as a part of our CC community. So we all worked together to make elderberry syrup. I have a wonderful recipe that I've been making for quite a few years now. And so we made some elderberry syrup. We priced out our materials and purchased everything that we needed. And then my husband worked with my kids to figure out the cost so that they could make a profit. And they were so excited because they sold out at the handmade market and they made a pretty good amount of money. So that was really awesome. Seeing all of the kids be little entrepreneurs in our community is so wonderful. I think this was the third year that our community's done it. So last year was our first year, but they had only done it one other time the year before. So that was fun. And then once we finally got out of our house, actually, along with doing only a couple of subjects, the other thing that we've been doing with our read alouds is a lot of the activities from the fall bundle that I purchased. So we specifically did, my youngest and I did some candy corn activities, and then we all did leaf activities together, read some books on leaves, and as soon as we pick up my kids from my in-laws, we're going to be working on and reading all about turkey. So we're really excited to do those activities as well. And then just kind of doing some of the thankfulness and gratitude activities as we lead up to Thanksgiving. So having that fall bundle to like add in some extra stuff for my kids has been really nice, especially for my 7-year-old. If like we were super busy and pulling out her math curriculum and teaching her a new lesson just was not something that we could do that day, it was really nice to be able to have those bundles to go to and pull some math activities out of those and do some simple addition and subtraction for her. Just something that she was still able to practice on and get math in without it having to be her full curriculum book. So we really have been loving the fall bundle activities. And I also did purchase the winter bundle, but I had intentions on keeping my printer out and not packing it up, but my son helped out with packing the homeschool room, and so he packed away my printer and my paper. Well, the first thing he packed was my paper, and so once my paper was packed up, I didn't want to purchase more paper because we already had paper, so he ended up also packing the printer anyways. So that happened. So I haven't been able to print out the winter bundle, but that's totally fine because I pre-printed everything from the fall bundle, and I have it like in a little file folder. So that's how we are getting to those activities. So as far as our goals for the rest of November are honestly just to get through this month. It feels like October and November have been the longest months ever, and we are only halfway through November. So I know that once we get the keys to our house and we're able to move onto our property and start getting things done, like things will start moving quicker. Even right now, as we're ending the week out here in this 12th week, with my kids being with my in-laws and then my husband and I being here, it's starting to move a little bit faster because it's like, oh my gosh, we need to schedule our painters already. Like, I can't believe we still haven't done that, and we move in next week. So there's some other things that we have to do, like house related. My husband, the kids, and I were just so excited to get out there, and I feel like there's going to be lots and lots of live schooling in December as well. And that's because we have the opportunity to make up some time on some things that we missed out on in October and this month in December, because after this week, so I will tutor on Friday, which is the end of it's technically the beginning of our 12th week for CC, but the end of our 12th week for our homeschool. So CC, we will do the week 12 memory work tomorrow, and then we would have that for next week. So that's something that my kids and I would work on since they weren't here. Normally we work on the new memory work starting on Wednesday, and then we're practicing it at CC on Friday, and then so we would go Wednesday to Wednesday. But they haven't been here, so I'll tutor on Friday, and then when I get my kids back from my in-laws, we will go ahead and work on week 12. The other thing that we have as a goal for November and also into November is to pump out and draw as many maps as we can. We have a map challenge going on in our CC community, and my kids and I haven't done any. And so now that we know all of exactly how the competition is going to work, my kids are super competitive and they are ready to pump out some maps. So I'll link to the books that I purchased below, but I ended up buying the Draw the World books. I got the World and then Draw Africa. I can't remember exactly what Draw the Maps, the World, and then Draw the Maps, Africa. I think that's what it's called. But I'll have them linked down below. I purchased them from Amazon and I had those shipped to my in-laws, and so that's what they're working on while they're with their grandparents. They're doing lots of playing. They're going outside and playing, and they're going fishing, so they're having lots of fun. And then I thought it would be really easy for my mother-in-law to just open up the book and have the kids either freehand and draw a map, or for my youngest, just trace the map, and just to see how many maps they can get done before they come back. And then over Christmas break, we will pump out lots more maps. So at the end of this 12th week, we don't go back to CC. So it's what is it? Our last day or our week 12 meetup for CC is Friday, November 19th. And then we are off. We're on break until January 21st, I think. If not the 21st, the 28th. It's pretty late into January. Either the week before the last or the last week of January. We don't go back until then. So we have the whole month of December to enjoy a Christmas unit study, which I have already filmed, and I'll have that up for you guys soon. We're going to be doing a Christmas unit study, Advent, reading lots of books, and then just pumping out some maps. And I also plan on, I think one or two of my kiddos are interested in possibly trying for Memory Master with CC this year. So we'll see. I think I'll just have them practice the memory work for weeks 1 through 12 and see how that goes, and see if by the time that we return, if that is something that they're interested in or not. But that's what we're going to do. And so I hope that by the time that we start CC back up, we would have had most of whatever we're doing in our house with painting and the floors completed, so that we can get back into routine. So that's a major goal for us over break, is to just get stuff done with our house, and then get our space set up, and hopefully be able to start back on routine by the time we get ready to go back to CC. So some other goals that we have for this month, and these are just mom goals for me. As far as our homeschool goes, it's mostly just drawing those maps, working on some CC memory work, and catching up on anything that we need to catch up on to be where we probably should be in our curriculum. So that is what we're going to do. The other goal is to just finally get moved into our house, because we closed on it earlier on in November, but we're not moving in until the week of Thanksgiving. It just seems like such a long period, even though it's only like 2 weeks, like 2.5 weeks or something like that. So we are just ready to get moved in. So that's a big goal, is just get moved in. And then another goal of ours is to start and finish Christmas shopping. I have a really bad habit year after year, of starting, but then not finishing Christmas shopping until like mid-December. And then I have a bad habit of having certain things on my list and then not being able to get those because I waited too late. And especially this year with everything going on with getting things in general, not knowing what's going to be in stock and out of stock and things like that. So I have actually finally started, so that is awesome. And I just have a few more things to get before I'm all done. So I'm really excited. I think that I will be done by the end of November, which is also a goal of mine for this month. So I'm excited about that I'm almost done. And you guys can definitely keep an eye out on those videos where I share with you guys what I got my kids for Christmas. Let's see, another goal, and this is new because as you can see, I don't have any braces on top. I still have the bottom ones on, but I actually had an orthodontist appointment today and was super surprised when she checked them and she did my x-ray, and she asked if I had the extra time in the day to get them taken off. So that was really exciting. So a new goal of mine as far as my braces go is to just get comfortable with my plastic retainer, because I still have a little bit of space that she's trying to close up on the top, but I didn't need the full metal braces on up there anymore. So hopefully these bottom ones will get with the program as well. I mean, I have a goal for those to be done soon, but those bottom teeth are kind of just doing what they're gonna do. So there's that. And then my very last goal for November is to just finish preparing and prepping all of the things for our Christmas unit study and our Advent, making sure I have everything prepared, because we're going to move into our house and immediately start working, and I want to have everything ready to go as soon as possible, and to have everything all in one place to get started without any major hiccups or anything like that. So that is our 12-week update and some goals that I have for the month of November. Because it's just kind of been a shaky month with moving and life happening, there wasn't a whole lot to update you guys on, but I really do enjoy doing these update videos so that you guys can see like how homeschool's going for us, how life is going for us, and just different things like that. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and share with me what are some of your November goals. I know November's already almost done, but what are some things that you that you still have left to check off on your goals list for this month? I would love to know what your goals are. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit the like. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit subscribe. I would love to have you here as a part of my community, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.